Peace, peace. Hey, every day I feel like my DNA is changing. Every day I feel like I wake up to a higher level of knowledge, you know what I'm saying? As opposed to when I was younger, maybe like 21, you know, when I was in California, when I was in the military, I still was kind of aware because I was trying to be, it's something in me was like, this not right, you know what I'm saying? Fighting for an American system that's going to war just for sacred artifacts, you know what I'm saying, in sacred lands, right? Sending these young boys to die or sending these young boys to kill other young boys, other young men that's fighting for their beliefs and their religious beliefs. But saying that to say, all of that time I understood the notion that there was something bigger going on here. There was a bigger ideal behind all of this war, all of this fighting. But never did I think that I would get to a point of understanding deeper metaphysical concepts, right? It just always was a knowing in me that there was something more. There was something more that needed to be understood about this game that we playing that we call life. You know, there's always a deeper level. And I realize now the more that you give up the material, the more that you give up trying to pursue things of the ego, the more your spirit, your soul can overtake you and guide you to what is your path, what is your true destiny, right? Because true purpose does not come from the material realm. It comes from the realm beyond the physical. True purpose lies in knowing how to guide people out of the darkness, right? True purpose comes in being the light bearer, right? Which they call Lucifer. But that's also associated with who? Azazel, with Hermes, right? There are dark deities and light deities that are considered light bearers. In the Bible, they say Lucifer is the morning star, but they also say Jesus is the morning star, right? So as we start to understand and go further and further in what we call in time, our genetic sequence is changing. All of these solar flares that are coming off the sun are putting us into a higher aspect of our consciousness. But if we lock ourselves into these notions that we have to pursue something that is material, we're going to focus our mind on material aspects and we're going to keep the foundation of our enslavement in place. There is no evolution, there is no transformation for the physical realm because it is a cycle, a repetitive cycle, a self-perpetuating system that says you're born, you consume, you die. That's it. Get money, start a business, enslave others to your process. There's no such thing as evolution in that, right? It's no going forward because for millennia, people have been making money and what you gonna do with that? That's what I don't understand. You're gonna get a business, to get a car, to get more clothes, to what? To do what? There is no evolution in that. The only true evolution is the evolution of the soul into a higher cosmic being. There is no evolution in religion. All you're going to do is worship, 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 and pray for something to change, something to happen, when the change is supposed to come from within. So how is it that we are in this constant cycle of feeling like I gotta be a football player, I gotta make it to the league, I gotta be a basketball player, I gotta be a singer, a rapper? Where does that go? It makes you more money, right? It makes you more money, but then what do you do with that money? You go buy whips and chains, like Kanye said. You still on the plantation, my brothers, my sisters. You still on the plantation. Even though we know that the story of slavery that they give us is a false narrative, it's the mind. As a man thinketh, so is he. If you think like a fucking human, you're gonna remain a human. If you think that materialism is your God, right, which is ultimately sun worship, which is ultimately the worship of Baal, which is Zeus, right, which is Lucifer, right? Demonic worship is the basis of religion. Demonic worship is the basis of the financial game. Demonic worship is the basis of education, right? Because these fraternities and all of this, the Magna Mater, right? All of these things are the basis of demonic worship. All of these things have you worshiping something outside of yourself, which causes your DNA to be locked in a perpetual system of reincarnation. It's no evolution in this physical realm. You come back and it recycles. It recycles. Many people have been putting their minds forth with great intellect to try to figure out at what point this thing recycles, right? What we should be focusing on, and I'm saying should with strong air quotes, what we should be focused on is the evolution of the soul, because that's the only thing that's going to put you in a higher state of consciousness. Self-realization, self-awakening, so that you may evolve into a higher level being, so your DNA can awaken. Because anything else is going to crystallize that DNA into a lower form of consciousness, which is the animalistic state. You always see the Egyptians with half animal, half human, right? These things represent a lower nature and a higher nature. No matter how much money you get, you're going to eat the same food that a person, if you a millionaire, you're going to eat the same food that a person that's making 30K eat. If you're a billionaire, you got to get on the same road that I drive on to go to work. It's simple. So just understand that. Use your mind for higher things, man. Think on a higher level. Think on things that are outside of the scope of what society has given you since you were a toddler. Money, cars, clothes, hoes, whatever. Celebrities, influencers, think on a higher level than that.